Good evening, I'm Rodney Dunigan. Columbus City Schools opening their doors to thousands of students who were displaced this week. The electronic classroom of tomorrow. We decided to speak with an expert to get a bit of insight on this issue, speaking with a doctor here at the Infectious Diseases Institute at Ohio State. And we also brought along some clothing items for him to check out as well. And I forgot to put my $2 in for our
for the group pool.
Here. I'm upset about this. I tell you what, if folks tune in about this time tomorrow, if we're in black, then you know we won.
The group won.
Everybody's
But
gone.
you could be here.
I could be here, so it may be you, me, both of us will be broke together. How about that? Well, and they're certainly proud, and we're proud about that too, guys. Check this out. This is the actual suit that the team will be wearing along with these accessories, nice ties here. And check this out, even the patriotic socks they're going to be getting. Tonight, we're hearing from a man who was shot when his neighbor opened fire on deputies in Colorado. Authorities say that one more thing to show you guys, but I have to bring this up. Jim Ganal, he came up with this great idea at noon. If you have some cardboard, if you don't have that lock de-icer, just simply put some cardboard here, and that should keep your lock at your car from icing up there and always make it easy to open and close. So you can always go to Jim for great ideas as well. And we do begin tonight with breaking news. One person is dead after a fire at a home in Northeast Columbus. We're learning it sparked around 8:30 tonight on Ash Ridge Street. Haley Nelson is live at the scene right now. And Haley, what exactly can you tell us? And city code inspectors also tell us today they have cited this property for several violations, including smoke detectors that were broken, fire extinguishers that were missing, and also damage to the hallway that needs to be cleaned up. I have fun every day at work.
Yeah, I had fun watching them have fun.
Yes, and we need to get that truck back out here.
I know, and those cupcakes too. They had a lot of fun stuff.
They did have a lot. I think everybody in the studio crew, you guys having a good time?
They look thrilled.
We got a woo from over here, and right behind the camera, I got a. So what
we
can
do
you
have
do?
fun. The weekends are fun.
Yeah, the weekends are fun, always. Yeah. But unfortunately, not a lot of fun coming as far as the forecast is concerned.
No.
Not only a physical cost, but a financial one as well. Neonatal abstinence syndrome taking a toll on Ohio's healthcare system, treating newborns associated with more than $70 million in charges. And despite the cold temperatures, Columbus firefighters are still heading outside to keep all of us safe. And this morning, they were called out to a fire at a duplex near Nationwide Children's Hospital. Steve Levine continues our team coverage. This is something that I understand has been going on for months, possibly even years in some instances.
No, that's not true.
That's not true?
No.
I mean, can the property manager...
Filming?
Yes, we are filming. Can the property manager speak to that? Tonight, we still don't know what caused a truck to explode in Fairfield County. All of this happening this morning along Horns Mill Road, southeast of Lancaster. 2 people were injured. Maria Durant has been on the scene all day gathering information. And Maria, I understand you've just learned a bit more details about this case as well. Columbus City Schools opening their doors to thousands of students who were displaced just this week. The electronic classroom of tomorrow, or ECOT, saying it would close immediately because of budget problems. Rob Wells is live for us tonight in the newsroom. And Rob, a number of those students actually discovering what school they'll be headed to next. Something important to remember, research is still being done, but health experts tell us that many of these kids do not have lingering health issues. And we do have team coverage tonight. In just a few minutes, we'll be checking in on how the East Coast is dealing with this storm, plus Tom Bosco telling us why the number of those huge potholes that we're seeing around town, yeah, that's about to go up. We start tonight with meteorologist Marshall McPeak. And Marshall, I guess we're about to see a big drop. Is that true?
Here it comes again.
This winter weather created quite a sight in East Columbus. Check this out. A pipe bursting on the 12th floor, sending water down the side of the building, and all of that turned into ice. It was an amazing sight. As the East Coast continues to get hammered by this storm, the recent round of rough weather that we've had right here has left plenty of those huge potholes around town. Tom Bosco continuing our team coverage tonight. And it seems, Tom, that we're going to be seeing a lot more of these potholes around town pretty soon, huh?
What would you do?
You make me feel bad because I was thinking I would buy a Corvette for myself. So,
well, you could do that too.
How about that? We can do a lot of things with all that money.
Yes, you could.
We can all dream. Well, still to come tonight, her space is limited, but her love is boundless.
And she's giving other women a new...
The state of Ohio hopes to restore faith in amusement rides after the Fireball tragedy. The Ride Safety Advisory Board decided today that their main mission will be a campaign to rebuild confidence in fair rides across the entire state. But the question tonight, are those rides actually safe? 6 on Your Side investigator Tara Morgan has been pressing the state on ride safety now for months. Tara, together to help protect these animals. But first, as you can see, she brought along a very special friend. Tell us a little bit about this guy. A judge denied bond for the man accused of killing 2 postal workers in Dublin. Deshaun Stewart made his first court appearance in court 12 days after this shooting. Lisa Rantala joins us now live with details on where this case is headed right now. Lisa. The state of Washington is going after Motel 6. The Attorney General filing a lawsuit saying the company violated state laws by handing over guest information to federal immigration agents who did not have warrants. The AG said. All new tonight at 6, a mother opens up about the loss of her pregnant daughter. Markeith Williams, named for his mom and dad, is fighting for his life tonight. His mother died before even meeting him, but her mother tells Steve Levine she's ready to step in to raise her grandson. And of course, one of the areas that might be a bit harder to get to and clear up are those side streets. Maria Durant is live on the west side of the city for us. And Maria, have you seen any sort of issues out there just yet? Information tonight on the future of medical marijuana right here in the Buckeye State. New federal regulations could be put in place any day now. All of this comes as Attorney General Jeff Sessions is expected to roll back current rules. Tonight, Ben Garbrick looking to find out if medical marijuana right here in Ohio could be going up in smoke.
Most people do not know that there is a club.
It's a somewhat obscure sport.
A lot of people don't know what curling is.
Think a mix of bowling and shuffleboard.
It just turned out to be a fantastic pastime for me.
Members of the Columbus Curling Club certainly accustomed to all the questions at this point.
It looks like you're just shoving a bunch of rocks up and down and it's pretty easy, but there's something mysterious about it, I think, with people.
Interest peaking every 4 years during the Winter Olympics.
During the Olympics, we actually get inundated with requests to learn to curl.
Whoa! This year's games in South Korea kick off in just weeks. The city of Columbus planning on playing a big part, not on the ice, but a local clothing store does plan to win the gold in style points.
Our focus has always been modern suit store with the old-fashioned customer service.
Pursuit, a men's clothier in the short north, bringing a gentleman's touch.
So this is a pretty versatile charcoal suit.
The shop opening 6 years ago, really making a name in Columbus. Now the go-to for this year's U.S. men's curling team. Owner Nate DeMara says they'll be providing suits, dress shirts, and accessories the team will be wearing before and after games.
We went to the club, did the fitting at the club, and then what was pretty neat was we got some one-on-one curling lessons with the team that will represent us in the Olympics.
Pursuit, already the matchday suit partner of Crew SC, taking their style and Columbus global.
It's been a pretty slow and steady growth in the early years, and we really feel like we're starting to take off.
To have a partner of sorts in the game is exciting.
Members of the curling team pumped, to say the least. Glad to know Central Ohio adding a bit of pizzazz to this year's Winter Games.
Very proud, very proud. So I'm excited. I'll be watching.
Yes! And they're certainly proud, and we're proud about that too, guys. Check this out. This is the actual suit that the team will be wearing along with these accessories. Nice ties here. And check this out. Even the patriotic socks they're going to be getting. One thing's for sure, of course, we're hoping that they bring home the gold, but they will no doubt be the best dressed team at this year's Winter Olympics.
One guy said he didn't.
The tenant who initially contacted us didn't want to reveal his identity. How concerning is it to live here and to see all these, issues?
Very.
But he had plenty to say regarding what he says are continuous problems here at the Central Gardens Apartments.
Smoke detector? The top of it.
Walking us through his building, pointing out a long list of issues.
And that exit sign's been busted for almost 6-7 months.
We did a bit of digging, and it turns out Central Gardens is no stranger to Columbus code enforcement. Recent concerns outlined including no heat, broken smoke detectors, shattered windows, and stolen fire extinguishers.
And the front door, as you notice, is busted when you walk down. All the buildings are like that. 1440. Yep.
Today, code enforcement officers spending the morning examining the property.
Flooding there.
As were fire inspectors. Our camera rolling as they put together an extensive report.
Who are you guys?
We're with ABC 6.
ABC 6?
Yes.
Give me 1 minute.
All right. We attempted to speak with property managers about resident concerns.
They are very busy right now.
Well, can I speak to her real quick? I just need to speak to the property manager, that's it. About concerns from some of the tenants here.
No one would come out to speak with us. This maintenance worker telling us issues are being addressed.
This is something that I understand has been going on for months, possibly even years in some instances.
No, that's not true.
That's not true?
No.
I mean, can the property manager...
filming?
Yes, we are filming. Can the property manager speak to that?
This tenant happened to see us trying to get answers.
I mean, I've seen a few different things around here that's needed to be changed, but
Also stressing improvements can certainly be made.
Literally, the management office is right here. The manager is in there, and you saw they closed the door. Is that surprising or concerning as a resident?
yeah, I would say.
Well, since you guys won't answer, I'm leaving my card. If you can give me a call so you can address some of these resident concerns, I'd appreciate it.
We also went by the home of the listed property owner. No one answered. Tenants at Central Gardens simply want things fixed.
How many times do you think you've reported this sort of stuff to?
2 or 3 times. Then after that, oh yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. And I just give up.
And city code inspectors also tell us today that they have cited this property for several violations, including smoke detectors that were broken, fire extinguishers that were missing, and also damage to the hallway that needs to be cleaned up. So, of course, they will be tracking issues here for the next few weeks. Bob? Bob and Stacia, the numbers are rising across the state. Thankfully, there is help available. However, it comes at a financial cost to treat these mothers as well as their children.
Yeah, my name's Ariel. Is your name Ariel?
It's one of Kira Dickerson's greatest joys in life.
Is it okay? Oh.
Being a mother.
She smiles, she laughs, she's so pretty, and it's so cool when you see kids like they're like you but better. That's what she is. That's what my kids are.
Her 9-month-old daughter Ariel
What are you doing?
and 5-year-old son Eric, the main reason she's fought to stay clean despite years of addiction, starting with pain pills as a teen, moving to heroin and a series of harder drugs.
I cared about my kids, and I was able to focus enough on that and fortunately get enough help.
The battle to stay sober, constant.
You don't know what I deal with in my mind every day. I mean, even clean, we have that.
Unfortunately, Dickerson certainly not alone. Mothers across Central Ohio fighting the pull of addiction. Thousands of newborns now feeling the effects. According to research conducted by the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, in the year studied, more than 5,000 babies born with neonatal abstinence syndrome, or NAS. Many opioid dependent.
So I think all across the state and the country, we're seeing those numbers continue, unfortunately, I believe, continuing to rise.
Dr. Chrisanna Deppen, an addiction medicine specialist with Ohio Health, says these children suffer from a number of painful symptoms. Among other things, cold sweats, irritability, and trouble sleeping.
They are just experiencing the physical withdrawal from no longer getting that medication or drug from the mother.
Not only a physical cost, but a financial one as well. Neonatal abstinence syndrome taking a toll on Ohio's healthcare system, treating newborns associated with more than $70 million in charges in a 1 year's time. The cost to treat these infants 5 times higher than the average newborn birth. Some forced to be in the hospital for treatment for weeks or even longer.
Dr. Deppen telling us a large percentage don't have lingering health effects, but the research is ongoing.
So there's a lot of concern about what happens to these kids later, and some of that, we're continuing to follow these babies over time to make sure that they don't develop significant problems. And what I tell my moms, and I think is true, is that it matters somewhat less what these babies were exposed to in utero or while the mom is pregnant. It matters a whole lot more that they have a safe, sober environment to grow up in. And when kids have that, their outcomes tend to be similar to other kids.
So this isn't our first epidemic.
For a large portion of drug-addicted mothers right here in Central Ohio, that help starts in this room.
It's incredibly critical. So the best thing that a mom can do for herself and for her baby for long-term healthy outcomes is to get into treatment as soon as she realizes that she's pregnant and that she's struggling with addiction.
We were allowed into a training session of the state's Maternal Opiate Medical Supports Program, or MOMS as it's known. The meeting held at CompDrug, one of Columbus's leading treatment centers. This, a collaboration of medical leaders, healthcare providers, and community groups. MOMS launching statewide just a few years ago. The aim, not only to help dependent mothers in their recovery, but also the continued treatment for their baby, as well as housing and even employment help. Dr. Mark Hurst, one of those who spearheaded the program.
But it certainly became recognized that we need to provide more services in order to have the best chance of good outcomes for mom and baby over the long term.
So you could look at her all day because they're so pretty.
Kira Dickerson knows the importance of that support on the road to recovery.
Because addiction is so cunning, so baffling, and it's like you're fighting against yourself, and it's like your own worst enemy.
Dickerson's infant daughter suffers from a few medical issues, but she does not attribute it to drug use. In fact, she says that she was clean during the births of both children. Her mind clear as she works to remain drug-free.
And I'm so glad that I get to be present today.
Speaking out, urging mothers to reach out for help if they need it.
You can get clean for someone else. You really can't stay clean for someone else. But I mean, whatever gets you there.
Advice not only beneficial to mothers, but their unborn children as well.
Now, something important to remember, research is still being done, but health experts tell us that many of these kids do not have lingering health issues. The experts that we spoke with say that their lifestyle after birth has much more of an impact. Now, the state of Ohio continues to pour millions of dollars into opioid treatment programs. A large part of that is now being focused on those pregnant women as well as their unborn children. For more information on that, you can head on over to our website. That is myfox28columbus.com. For now, reporting live in studio, Rodney Dunigan, Fox 28 News.